Hello. So I did a review on this AGV K1 about a year ago now. I think it was exactly 12 months. I said I'd give an update after a few months and I didn't because I just didn't. But yeah, I thought I'd give you an update now. A few of you have asked questions, so I'll go through those. But after 12 months, I'll show you what's happened. The little catch there that you can click up to open the visor, I broke it off. I'm really heavy-handed, and I just popped it off up in the air. I went back looking for it, but I couldn't find it. I knew where I'd done it as well, which is a bit of a shame, and I can't find that spare. So that's annoyed me a little bit. I don't mind the fact that, I mean, I've broken it off. You know, these things have to clip in. You can't just make stuff solid. So I understand that. But it would be nice if I could have bought it as a spare. So if anyone watching this knows where I can get that, fantastic. But I wouldn't let that put you off buying the helmet at all. I am really good at breaking stuff. You know, my other helmets, I've always done something, broken visors, etc. I'm just that way out. I'm heavy-handed. But that being said, after a year, I haven't got much else to say. It's still what I would class as very good. I've got an insert, a gel insert that's helped just with the steaming up, because when you're commuting in bad weather, you know, you need the visor closed. If you're getting spray off cars in front and the venting's not good enough in any helmet I've ever had not to have a pin lock. So I bought the insert. It was only cheap as well, which I quite like, because of the AGV being a less expensive. I'm not going to say a budget because it's not a budget helmet. It was 150 quid. And I don't class that as budget. If you're buying a 500 quid Shoei or an Arai, maybe you might, but there's no way this is a budget helmet in my opinion. Obviously I went through the vents, but I missed something last time. Now, I'll see if I can show you this. Here, underneath the wind curtain is a little clip. If you just put your finger in, you'll feel like a plastic bridge. If you pull that down, it opens these little plastic little bits of trim at the front. I honestly didn't know existed for ages. So there you go. So apologies for missing that at the last review, but that's, you know, that's what everyday users are like. You know, we don't always get the manual out and go through it. In fact, I did get the manual out as well, though, but I didn't go through it, you know, anally. So a couple of the questions. What does it fit like? What's the fitting like? I think you should support bike shops, bikers, etc. So I'm a big proponent for going into a shop and having a chat with the guys and getting fitted up properly. So I normally, up until getting this one, got a large. I went to see the guys at Speed Style UK, which they have a Facebook group or a Facebook page. They're next to Squires Cafe, so if you go into Squires, there's like a gravel track that goes round the back of the car park. They're there. Go see them because they'll help you out. They've got every single helmet you can think of, and they fitted me up for this, and it's been actually perfect. So I wouldn't buy online. So in terms of the answer to what's the fitment like, etc., I don't know. Go get someone who knows what they're on about to fit you up, because this, now it's eased off, fits perfectly. What else? Noise was another question. I have had a couple of little whistles here and there where I've had like all the vents open and let's say the head visor on the little clip that now isn't there. But it's not been something that's been persistent, you know, where if my head's in a certain position at a certain speed, it goes, it kind of comes and goes. So yeah, no noise that I would class as abnormal. It's not a quiet helmet. It's not like a Schuberth. If anyone's ever had one of those are quiet helmets, but they're also expensive. And in terms of wear, if I can get you to have a bit of a look in, this little tag has just about started to fray a little bit. The red pinstriping that's only stuck on has started to come off, but the rest of it, you know, I put a little sticker on, whatever. It's in very good condition. You know, there are no scratches. The GoPro mount's still firmly on there. The visor's still in good condition. Other than me breaking this off, and I stress that was definitely me being far too heavy-handed, it's been really good, and I've put thousands of miles on it. I wear it a lot. I like it. So it still retains its 4 stars. I'm not going to give you 5, unfortunately, AGV, because well, 5 stars is pretty special, isn't it? So would I buy it again? Definitely. If I'm looking to upgrade, replace my helmet, etc. anytime soon, I will probably buy another one, if I'm honest. The only downside, actually, now I think about it, looking at the GoPro, is a lot of people like to mount their cameras on their chin. You can't really do that here. The shape is convex and ridged, and you can't get one of these to mount that easily. Now, the solution that I've seen a few people at is the little arm that you can buy on, Amazon, where you'll mount the sort of camera here, and then you'll move the arm so it's mounted round front under your chin. Obviously, it's personal preference. I have it on the side and a little arm that points it forward, but generally I don't really like the view I get from the camera on the side, and I also don't like having it on at high speed, because most of the time I'm on a naked bike, and even on a sports bike, and you can just feel it, and I'm pedantic, what can I say. So yeah, good helmet, I would buy it again, I recommend it. Go get fitted up, go to support your local bike shops, and yeah, thanks for watching, hope this helps. Any questions, leave them in the comments, and if you can subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Thanks guys.